What is happening in the real estate market? We are here to give you all of the information for March 2023. Hello, everyone. I'm Katharine Loucaidou, and I'm the broker owner of the Katharine Loucaidou Real Estate Group. And I am here with my team partner, Elizabeth Stokes. Elizabeth, welcome. Good morning. And how is Muskoka? Elizabeth is our resident specialist who lives, works, and plays in Muskoka, Ontario. How is it up there this morning?
Well, the sun is shining, the snow is melting like mad, and it's just a beautiful time to be outdoors exploring.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely.
I mean, early spring, so nice. And those of you who are watching us today, I mean, the sound of the birds coming back in the morning and the fact that we now down here in the GTA do not have any more snow. I mean, so beautiful. I love it. So I have noticed, and maybe you have as well, that the real estate market, spring market has opened up.
Oh, definitely up here.
Yes, movement is happening. So that's what we're going to bring you today. I'm going to start with Toronto and the GTA, and then I'm going to move on to the Bolton and Caledon areas. And then Elizabeth will be discussing the Muskoka areas and what's been going on in March. And as far as we can see, we are going to give you some predictions of what we see going on in the near future. So in the Toronto and GTA, we did have tightening conditions, basically for the last few months. We know that, due to higher mortgage rates, higher qualifying rates, it was a little more challenging. However, March's numbers have really seen a significant change. Here's what we've noticed. The average sale price has exceeded the average list price for the first time since May 2022. So that's a positive down in Toronto and the GTA. Now, if we're going to compare year over year, we are obviously going to see a lot of differences because last year, as we all know, is far different from this year's real estate market. Although there is a 36.5% decline in number of sales, the average selling price actually did go up month over month. And Liz, I think that what's really important right now in 2023 is we do compare month over month. Wouldn't you agree?
Oh, definitely. The last couple of years, markets have been so skewed with just the demand and people trying to, explore and be out of necessarily the bigger city locations. So month over month is making a lot more sense and really being able to follow what is happening in your specific area.
Absolutely. So let's move on to the Bolton areas. And this is where we're going to get specific for you so that you have an idea where your house sits now in its average price. And then I will tell you month over month whether it has improved or not. So right now, townhouses in Bolton area have an average price of $913,000, 16 days on the market, and this is up 6% from last month. Semi-detached homes are sitting at $959,000. There is no percentage month over month because there were no other sales going on. 3-bedroom detached homes are sitting at $1,097,000 in Bolton and 18 days on the market. And that is up 8% from last month. And 4-bedroom detached homes in Bolton are sitting at $1.3 million, 47 days on the market. So a little bit slower to sell because they are a larger price point right now. However, the price is still up 8%. So the numbers are very, everything is looking very positive. So let's move over to Caledon, the rest of the Caledon areas, and see if these numbers mimic Bolton. So townhomes sitting at $952,000, 15 days on the market, and these have gone up 5%. Semi-detached homes, much like Bolton, there were no sales in March. So they're sitting at $1,030,000 right now, 23 days on the market. 3-bedroom detached homes, $1,373,000 and 32 days on the market, 10% increase. 4-bedroom detached homes, $1.5 million, 25 days on the market, and these have also increased by 8%. So overall, I know here in the Bolton and Caledon areas, it's looking really good. And I think rather than making some commentaries right now about what's going on in the market after a few of the listings that I've had and seeing what's going on, I think it'd be a good idea, Liz, for you to tell us what's going on in the Muskoka market, and then we'll give some commentaries in a few minutes.
Okay, well, what's been happening here? So, unlike how you do the breakdown of the style of home, what's more important up here for people is whether it's waterfront or non-waterfront.
Absolutely.
Okay. In both sectors, so what I'm going to sort of go over for you is the figures for March over February. And in both sets of categories, we're seeing an increase in the number of new listings and the number of inventory at the end of the month on the market. So for non-waterfront in February, there were 89 new listings, but there was 143 new listings in March. The difference of end of the month, non-waterfront, there was 155 active listings, March 204. So there was more to choose from.
Right.
But you should note there was also an increase in sales.
Okay,
Definitely
good.
An increase
the market
is
really moving up there.
The market is moving, and what we're seeing in the non-waterfront category is the sale to list price is running about 95 and 98%.
Okay.
So very, very close to ask for houses that are priced properly. Okay. In the waterfront categories, we're seeing very similar, except there are now more waterfront. There was an increase in that. For waterfront new listings in February, there was 59, but in March, there was 116 new listings. So at the end of February, 144 active. Right now, the end of March had 209 active listings. And part of that reason is the water's opening up. People can access some of the 3-season properties a little bit better. And for the list to sale in that end, that's running February's 92%. That's climbed up to about 94%. But to give you a price number, I'm going to give you the median only because our figures, the houses are so different. They're not.
That's just it. Yeah. I mean, it's very hard to pinpoint one cottage from another and what that average price would be. They're so unique up there.
They are very, very unique. So for us, a median price is a little bit better.
Okay.
February and March in non-waterfront were very, very close in price for median. It was $630,000 in 1 month, $625,000 in March. Waterfront was not that much different. It was $1,025,000 in February and $1,001,000 in March. But that's the median price. So we have a huge range and variety for people.
Yes. So what would you tell people right now who are watching and they are thinking, I'd really love to buy a cottage this year. Is now a good time?
It is a good time to buy. It is a good time to be out and looking. Do your homework a little bit beforehand, and that's where your agent definitely helps you.
Yes.
Understand really what you're looking for. But if you want to get into the market this year, you should start now.
What is the benefit for someone to use a local agent like yourself, where you work there, you live there, you play there? Why is that so important rather than using an agent from, let's say, Toronto?
So up here, and I mean, like any area, really, there's a lot of nuances. There's different things you need to know. There's things you need to look at. Has that lake been susceptible to algae blooms? Is it a very popular lake? What is the bottom lake? You might not be able to see it right now if it's still under ice.
Right.
Are there issues and developments coming up? Are there regulations that townships are putting into place that may impact how you want to use your cottage?
Right. Yeah. All very important. Yeah.
Very, very important. And even for many people, I find even what is important, how close is the hospital for them? We do get people who want to come to the cottage, but have certain medical needs.
Right. So a lot to take into account, really, when you are buying a cottage, especially if it's waterfront.
Yes.
So
very definitely.
I think it'd be worth giving a few comments on the market right now. So Toronto GTA, including Caledon and all surrounding areas, Inventory is still very, very low. And it's definitely not at the numbers that it was last year. So here's what's happening right now in the market is that houses that are being priced competitively, and I don't mean low, it just means they're not low, they're not high, they're being priced very accurately, close to their market value. Those are the homes that are getting a lot of visits by buyers. Last couple of listings that I've had, within a week, we had upwards of 30 people through the home, which tells us that we are priced accurately. However, buyers are being very, very picky in how they're going to be spending their money in 2023. So the house value needs to equal its price. If someone wants to test the market right now, just with some kind of haphazard price, it's not going to work. Because buyers are very savvy. They are comparing against other properties. They're comparing against other sales. And, we have apps now, we have websites where people can see sold prices and so on. So it's no longer a matter of we don't know what's going on in the market and buyers don't know what's going on in the market. They do. So it's important that whoever you choose as your agent, hopefully us, but whoever you choose, make sure that you are having that discussion, that the house is being priced at its market value, at a competitive price, so that you can get a lot of buyers through the door. That in turn will provide you with a very, very successful selling price. So that is one thing. I do want to invite everyone to the Caledon Home and Lifestyle Show. We are going to have a booth there for the whole weekend of April 28th, 29th, and 30th. So right at the end of this month, right in Bolton, on the grounds where the library is. So right in the heart of Bolton. I will be the Ask the Expert. I will be on stage talking about the do's and don'ts of buying real estate in 2023. And I will be on sometime around noon to 1 p.m., both Saturday and Sunday. So I do hope you will be able to join us. Come visit us at our booth. Elizabeth and our other team partner, Annabelle, will both be at the booth there to answer any of your questions. Liz, I think this is a wrap for March 2023. I know I feel very hopeful in the direction that we're going. It's very obvious that the prices and the market is rebounding now. We did have a little bit of a stagnant period of about, 4 or 5 months through winter, just until about, I think, last month. And I think now that people are feeling that we're in the spring market, it is beginning to open up. People are feeling a little better now. They probably have had time to check their qualifications, know where they sit financially, know what makes sense to them. And if you ever have any questions about what your current home is worth, or where are the areas that you could possibly move to that are within that affordability index for yourselves, please reach out anytime to myself, Elizabeth, or Annabelle. We would be happy to answer any of your questions. So we look forward to seeing you again next month. Bye for now.
Bye.